What if the Cowboys' biggest remaining move is not some flashy wide receiver story, not some cute draft dream, but the one move that could calm down the entire middle of this defense right now? Cowboys Nation, I'm talking about Patrick Queen, because the more you look at this roster, the more obvious it gets that linebacker is still screaming for help. The Cowboys' own mailbag straight up said they should be very concerned about inside linebacker, and the current in-house options the team itself is pointing to are DeMarvion Overshown, Shamar James, and Justin Barron. That is not a room you look at and say, we're good, let's just wait for the draft. That is a room that says, go get me a grown man who can line this thing up and help this defense breathe. Patrick Queen is the kind of name that makes sense because he is not some random body. He is an established linebacker with a real resume, and outside reporting has said the Cowboys have checked in on that possibility, while the Steelers have at least listened on him. That does not mean a trade is happening tomorrow, but it means the idea is real enough to be discussed in league circles. And honestly, it should be. Dallas already made major defensive additions with Rashawn Gary, Jalen Thompson, P.J. Locke, Kobe Durant, and others. So this is not about starting from zero. This is about finishing the picture. This is about taking a defense that has already added edge help, secondary help, and more versatility, and finally giving it a real stabilizer in the middle. That is why Patrick Queen is so interesting to me. He doesn't have to be a miracle worker. He doesn't have to be the face of the franchise. He just has to raise the floor of the defense, clean up traffic, help communicate, and make Dallas less dependent on hope at linebacker. And let's be real, Cowboys Nation, that matters a ton in a defense that is changing structure under Christian Parker. The team has made it clear through its official coverage that Parker wants versatility and players who fit a more multiple vision. And if Dallas keeps adding pieces but ignores linebacker, then all that flexibility on the edge and in the secondary can still get stressed right up the gut. That is why this isn't just another rumor. This is a football fit. This is a roster fit. This is a stop messing around and finish the job fit. And the beautiful part is this. If Dallas makes a move like Patrick Queen before the draft, the whole board opens up. Now you're not desperate. Now you don't have to force linebacker at 12. Now you can let value come to you, attack another defensive spot, and keep building the way smart teams build. That is how contenders move. They don't draft out of panic, they draft out of strength. So my take is simple. Patrick Queen makes too much sense for Dallas to ignore. If the Steelers will really move him for the kind of price people are whispering about, the Cowboys should be all over it. Cowboys Nation, would you trade for Patrick Queen right now if it meant finally settling this linebacker problem before the draft? Drop your take in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe, because this is exactly the kind of move that could quietly change the entire defense.